Okay, this is my Low C Mini T 2.0 brushless edition, and look at the steering. It's always been this way since we got it out of the box. Just loose, sloppy steering. And you notice I'm holding the servo. I got a little zip tie on there to tighten up the servo saver. I did that once we got it. But instead of showing you 30 minutes of this and another 30 minutes of this, I figured I'd show you what I did. And I just figured this out. Let me get the lights off of here. Um, yeah, I did this last night and it was awesome after I got it all together and had a chance to get out after work today and run it around. But for some reason, I'm obsessed with that clay. Don't use Play-Doh. Play-Doh dries out and gets hard. Clay stays soft. Okay, I put that little spring on there. There was slop between whatever that is, bell crank assembly, between that and the servo. That's where all the play is. You can watch everything move. That one little connecting rod. Um, there's just so much play between there and the servo that I figured we have to do something to take the play out and put pressure um, on the actual arms and not the connecting rod. Because at first I was thinking, oh, we'll just make the connecting rod like a shock. That didn't work. So I took this. It is a spring that is 3/4 of an inch long, and I would say probably 3/8 diameter. I didn't pay attention. I'm guessing. Uh, could be quarter. I don't know. Just big enough to fit over that connecting rod. But I haven't had any issues with it binding. But that right there would be where, I think there could be an issue. And after all, this is just something I just slapped in there. But you would not believe the difference it makes. It is incredible. It doesn't bind. Excuse me. Uh, oh yeah, those little screws right there, they back out. I got that aluminum belt crank set because it was actually cheaper than the stock plastic one, and it has bearings. So I got it. It was actually $1 cheaper than the stock plastic. But look at the turning radius. I've got that. It didn't limit anything. Only thing it did when I first put it on, I had to adjust the trim, of course, because it took all the slack out and pushed everything to one side. I probably should have just moved the servo horn or servo saver, rotated it one tooth, but I just used the remote and took the took the took the lean out of it. But I wanted to show you that I ran it around and I was not nice to it. I didn't baby it or anything. And the reason I'm doing this isn't really for the spring that I just put on. It's to show that repair I did on the suspension arm. You guys, I don't. If you saw the other video where I did that repair, I wanted to show you. I have not, I've not been, delicate with it. I've actually used it. I'm driving it like I normally do. Um, but you see how well it's going across the clay and the dirt, and there's roots under there and everything else. And normally it's bouncing around. I'm just dancing on top of the terrain. But with that spring in there, it's not as loose. And hit the tree. Yeah, the jumps, they're fine. Not having any issues. There's no binding with the steering. Uh, the spring works great. I think everybody should try it. You guys, if you've subscribed to my channel, number one, thank you. That's really awesome. Makes me feel good. And number two, you probably have a mini T or a mini B, in which case, try it. I mean, try that out. But here you go. I'll give you just let you look at the suspension arms. You can see everything's holding up really good. But definitely try the spring on that connecting rod. You'd be surprised. And let me know if you have a problem. Thanks for watching. Bye.